everybody, it's Nim here, and today in this video we're going to be talking about intakes for the S2000. So as you guys can see, I've actually cut my beard, but I didn't plan on doing that, but my barber kind of stuffed it up, so I had to get rid of it. So that's why I look like a child at the moment. So guys, I've got the option between the AEM Cold Air Intake and the K&N Fuel Injection Performance Kit. So they both have their ups and downs, and in this video we're going to be talking about all that and try to figure out which one's the best for me. Alright, so how a cold air works is it's located outside the engine bay, which means it's away from all the heat soak, which means colder air can go through the intake into the engine. Colder air means denser air, which means more oxygen. So the K&N, which is a ram air intake, how that works is it uses less restrictive piping, so it allows for a smoother air through the intake to the engine. And also it tends to reduce the travel of the air, making the piping shorter and much narrower, making it faster and a smoother flow all the way to the engine. Alright, so that now we know what these two types of intakes are, we can talk about each single one by itself. The AEM Cold Air Intake, like I said before, it locates the intake system outside the engine bay, which means it can be a bit of a problem to actually install it because you will need to take the front bumper off and some other parts as well. So compared to the K&N, this is a much bigger job. The thing with that is the intake is outside the engine bay next to the bumper, which means you'll actually get some problems such as hydrolocking and some dirt problems that going into the intake, so you'll have to worry about that. But the sweet benefit of this relocation is you get an amazing VTEC crossover. In my opinion, guys, this is like the best sounding crossover I've ever heard. Alright, so the K&N actually has a similar mounting setup to the OEM factory one, which means it's actually at the same spot, still sucking in the heat from the engine, causing heat soak and things like that. But this is actually a closed intake system, which means it has protective walls protecting it from water, dirt and things like that. So your filter will get less dirty over time. Once the hood is closed, it actually becomes a completely closed system, but obviously being a ram air intake, less restrictive piping and a shorter distance. With the noise, guys, this one is a bit louder than the factory, but not as good as the cold air intake. So a lot of people actually say you won't be able to see any gains with intakes on natural aspirated engines without a ECU tune. There are O2 sensors on the intake system on the S2K, so they'll be able to pick up this increased airflow or the density, and we'll be able to change the way the engine behaves. But obviously getting a tune really does help, but it's not 100% necessary. You can run an intake without a tune and still get some benefits. Alright, so how do these intakes relate to me? Alright guys, so the sound the AEM intake makes really does make me want to have one. But the problem comes with the hydrolocking. I do live in an area where rain is really common and the area get flooded, the roads get flooded and things like that. So having an AEM intake which is front mounted can be a bit of a problem with hydrolocking, and that can actually ruin the engine and things like that. But there is a solution to it, which comes as a hydro shield, which you can put on the filter when it's inside and when it's at the front, and it actually stops all the water going in and only dry air goes through it. This is actually a pretty expensive product as well, which you have to add on top of buying the intake. So when you look at that, the K&N would probably be the best option for me, but it doesn't make that sweet sound, and I'm sure it doesn't make as much as power, top end anyway, not low end, top end anyway, as much as the cold air does. But as in bottom end, I'm pretty sure it's going to be either not changed or a little bit of loss from what I've read and seen. But top end, obviously, I think the cold air intake is obviously going to be better than the K&N. So when it comes to throttle response, I'm pretty sure both of them are going to be amazing. They're obviously going to be a difference from the factory because I've driven cars with these intakes and they all seem to be a lot smoother on the foot than the factory. And I kind of really do like the way the AEM, the front mount intake, kind of cleans up the engine bay, because the OEM factory intake system is massive. It's really heavy as well, and this kind of like cleans up the engine bay and gives it a nice look. So I don't know guys, I'm still kind of like arguing over which one's the best for me, but I really want to, this video was all about me wanting to hear what you guys think about it. Yeah, so guys, make sure to let me know in the comment section what you guys think would be the better option over a cold air intake or the K&N. Yeah, so there are two different kinds of intakes, so I really want to know what you guys think about it. So guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys actually learned something from this. And if you guys already known about this, please let me know which one you guys think I should go for, because I still haven't bought any yet, and I'm still deciding between them. These are the two options I have. The price range is kind of similar as well, because I'm buying second hand, and yeah, they both cost about the same. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to comment. We're all friendly here, and we all want to hear what you want to say. So yeah, if you're new, please subscribe and check out all the other videos we have. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I'm really looking forward to reading the comments. Thanks guys. I want to remind you guys again about the Instagram account I made, where I upload all the photos I take from car meets and all the car related things that I get up to. So whenever I get something cool, I'll be uploading here. I tend to upload daily, and yeah, these photos are really cool and you guys will really like them. So yeah guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'll put the link on the description.